think that we are a very confused generation.
Okay.
We the Gen Zs, we are very, very confused. We are the loudest.
Yes.
We are very, very expressive, but we are still the most confused people. You know, we kind of like these people that we call influencers, that we see on social media, the core people that we see on social media. Most of us do not understand the ability to, you know, take this away from this.
Everybody cannot be so intelligent. So, but regardless, I feel like self discovery is not an excuse. Like you have to like discover yourself. Regardless, figure it out. Even if it's cooking, even if it's even if it's sewing something, even if it's something. It might not be so unique.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you understand? Just something that can make you stand out for who you are.
Who you are.
Hey guys, welcome back to another interesting episode of the ZPOD, where the Gen Zs get to talk real, raw, and unfiltered. I remain your favorite girl, Maya, and I have here with me my co-host,
Vera Mike.
And today we have an amazing guest here with us. Please kindly introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Damilola Adarlegbe, but you can call me Dami for short. Damie. I'm always very intentional about the spelling because some people don't get the spelling the way I want to. So I'm a singer, songwriter, a fashion model, and recently I partner with an interior/exterior design company. So basically, I'm into marketing now for the company. So, can I mention the name of the?
No.
Not yet.
Let's leave it. Tell us behind the scenes.
No problem.
Today we are going to be discussing understanding your identity as a Gen Z. Who are you behind closed doors? Who are you when nobody's watching? Who are you without the old noise, social media, So tell me, without thinking about what you represent on social media, what you represent to people in your community, people in your life, who are you when you are by yourself?
Okay. Who am I when I'm alone? Like basically, I'm more, the way I am now is the way I'm indoor. I'm just more expressive and vulnerable indoor. You get? I'm more I experiment when I'm indoors. Do you get? For instance, now I sing. So whenever I sing out there, I reflect back. What have I done that I could do differently? Like I'll go back home and just, because for instance, now we have some different techniques when we sing. So if I used a different technique when singing, I just go back. I'm like, I would have done this differently. So my space is for me to like grow. I develop myself. You get? Do like I tend to go spiritual too in my comfort space just to like, prepare myself for the outside world. Do you understand? Basically, that's just it.
That's really detailed. So what about you, Vera?
For me, who am I inside? Well, Vera is a someone that I like to explore, right? I love reading. I love to read books. So when I'm in my space, I read a lot. I watch discoveries, do you understand, innovations and all of that. So aside from what you people see me as here, Vera is a child of God. Yeah, I'm a spiritual person, not overly, right, but like I'm a spiritual person and I love to explore. Personally, I love to explore. I don't like being on one spot for too long. I love to make adventures and all of that. So that's me when I'm by myself.
Okay, nice. For me, I'm going to say I'm a very, very carefree person when I'm by myself. I don't overthink. I don't, I'm just very nonchalant about so many things. For myself, honestly, like I just want to do the things that I cannot do in front of people. Like the things
Likewise,
that I know that if I do these things, people look at me like, "Girl, are you crazy?"
Right.
I am a very carefree person when I'm by myself. Like
my God.
How do I say this? I boom more. Like I shine more.
Your
when I'm
space.
in my space, when I'm just alone, looking at myself in the mirror, doing things that I cannot do
outside
on social media.
I think I need to add that to mine as well, because sometimes I will just come up. Because outside there, I am only shy to dance. I can be singing, but I will not be able to dance where I want. So I could do some crazy, stuff actually inside.
They've not seen half of it.
Recently, I posted a video on my status, and people were like, "Is this you?" I was like, "No, it's someone else."
Oh my God.
So when you hear the word identity, what comes to your mind? How would you define identity as a person?
Okay, as a person, I'll define identity as what I stand for, my values, and the impact that I make in the society, basically.
Yeah.
Because some people can tend to Gen Z generally. Since we're talking about Gen Z, Gen Z generally tend to like most of them tend to get lost. And
when you say most of them, like, are you not a Gen Z?
I am actually. I am, of course, Gen Z. How old am I? I'm still a small boy. But sometimes I try to like. Sometimes when I see some of the things that my fellow Gen Zs do, I'm like, this is somewhat immature. I think I'm like a small boy with an old soul, with something like that. Because
mindset,
mindset. Because my friends, if I look back, the friends, like genuine friends that I've kept, they are with older people, people that are in their late 30s, probably early 30, and like that. So because why I've noticed that sometimes some of these trends and some of this ideas and ideas that this Gen Zs have can be somewhat. You get somewhat does not align with my person. So sometimes I tend to get lost. Like, what is happening? What's this trend?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Now, I think before now, I was telling you about the clock it thing.
Yeah.
I was like, please, what is clock it? Until I started, okay, let me just follow the trend, basically. So I identify. So now back to the thing. Yeah. So sometimes Gen Zs, like, they tend to get lost and wanted to like meet the societal what is trending to fit into the trend and losing themselves trying to like fit into that trend. So for me, identity means for me it stands like what I stand for, the value I portray, and it means authenticity, like genuity. Do you understand? Basically,
okay. For me, identity is how people see you, but most importantly, how you see yourself. Your value, just like he's mentioned, there are things that his clique do that he don't see himself doing, and he's like, what is going on? Yeah, it's not like he's not a Gen Z or we're not Gen Z, but like, this is me. This is who I am. I might find it, it's not a problem. People can do it, but I can't do it. So identifying who you are, identifying your value, and identifying how you want to be perceived and how you perceive yourself. So that's identity for me.
Okay, so is identity something you discover or something you actually create for yourself?
I think it's two-way.
Yeah.
Discovery and something you create. Do you understand? You discover yourself. So as growing up as individuals, we discover some talent that we have, some creativity, things that we could do.
Yes.
Do you get on the spot without even being thought about that thing? You could just assimilate a skill all of a sudden. So you can create that identity.
It's just like creating something out of many
things. Do you understand? Yourself, you can create it, you can discover it and create it. So once you discover those things, so you a moment of creating it, okay, you are working on those things. So that the creation comes to life. So basically it's they work together. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Feel like you discover, then you create it. Because you can discover it and tell not to, okay, no, I don't want to. But you discovered it and okay, I want to build it.
Yes,
I want it more. Yeah, so they work hand in hand together. They align with each other.
Okay, nice. So do you think our generation, the Gen Zs, because I don't like to always not refer ourselves as not Gen Z, because we don't always have to like follow the trend, So we are still Gen Z.
Yes.
So do you think our generation, we express ourselves more than the millennials, past generations? Do you think we express ourselves more, or we actually feel the need to perform on social media? Are we expressing ourselves, or we are seeing the need to like perform?
Okay. like I said the last time, it's still two ways. Do you understand? So I think to an extent we express ourselves more, though we express differently. It could be through social media, or it could be through. It could just be through another means. But because I notice our millennials, so they try to like convey their emotions. For instance, my dad is a good example. Do you understand? And they tend to not to express themselves. Let me never even go to they're still even far. My friends, my older friends that I made. Do you understand? Those guys, something is going wrong with them. They would want to like bottle it up. They'll fix it by themselves. They really don't want to share what is going on with them. They want to fix it and they feel like, okay, I could handle this myself. I don't need to tell you. Oh, I said, what is it? I was like, what is this? You say, oh, don't worry, you don't need to. Later, probably when it's getting to the point that they can't handle it anymore. That's when they. So let me come back to Gen Z. There's something about Gen Z. Vulnerability. Yeah. We tend to be vulnerable.
Yes.
We tend to be very, very, very vulnerable. Very. So, and that helps us to like express ourselves. Though we might express it differently. Some people tend to go to social media to experience. Do you know what just happened right now? This guy did this thing to me. And what's your take on it? Maybe I'm going to do this way. Do you get the seek validation from people on the social media space? And why some might not? Do you understand? But the difference between millennials and Gen Z is this vulnerability. We are vulnerable. Do you understand? Very vulnerable. So that's just my take on that.
For me, we have to express ourselves more. Yes, we are vulnerable. We don't keep it as it is. We say it. We want to do it. We get it. We don't wait for, okay, what do you think? Okay, what do you say? Okay. Let me deliberate on what you've said before I take my own action. No, what we do is we sit down. I can do this. Let me get it done. We're strong-headed. We don't wait for people. Even our parents, most of the times, they'll be like, don't. And we'll still give them reasons to see that, okay, this is the lighter note of this is the brighter part of this. So don't just, limit it and all of that. So,
Sorry, before... So I wanted to chip in something when you're talking about, okay, we being expressive and very... So my mom did something recently. So she was supposed to help her friend to like run a small business, kind of business thing. And she was like, I will not tell her. She should know that she's supposed to give me something from this, a return from this. And I was like, you have to tell her now. Like if it were to be me, I was how much am I getting from this?
Do you understand?
But she was like, she needs to know. I was like,
actually, if you think about it in a sense, I think that the problem there is, she feels like, they are close and they are so close, so she doesn't want to like tag a particular amount that you have to give me this.
I get you, but the thing is, she did not even say anything because what I even told her was like, please, will I get, at least you say something like, will you get something? Will I get something from out of this? Is it going to come for free? Hope you're going to pay me. At least that one will give the sense that, okay, there's something that should come from this. That person will be responsible to that. Do you understand? So she was not like, she was already even getting all this. I will not, if it's me, I will not, she was like, I will not even say anything about it. I will wait for her to do the next thing. As if she call me again, I will not pick her call. I was like, so basically, we are very vulnerable. We tend to like speak our thoughts out loud.
Yes.
We do not care, basically.
We don't care. Gen Zs don't care.
Okay, do you think you know yourself better now, or you actually figured yourself out with the social media noise?
Okay.
Or let me put it this way. Did you know yourself better before the noise? Or now you know yourself better?
I think now I know myself better. And I will not say it's the noise that triggered me to know myself.
But social media
social media helped actually in a way, because I tend to like see some things on and I'm like, okay, I can actually do this too. Like things that could impact not just me and others as well. I could actually, learn this skill. I could actually, go out and participate in this. So because over the years I got to like, I can actually do certain things that when I see a particular thing that I feel connected to on social media, I'll be like, this is very nice. I would fit into this, me as a person, I see myself doing this particular thing. Yes. I think that makes sense. Yeah, it does basically.
What about you?
Well, social media, yes, obviously. Yeah, I know what I want. I know what I want for myself, who I want to be, where I'm going, right? But on the long run, as we're growing, we see things. You might have a particular mindset or particular thought about things, but while growing, also with social media being in play, you have a rethink. Okay, it's not that bad. You understand? Okay, I can still work this out. You understand? Yeah. So as I'm coming up and all of that, social media has a play in it too, but not like what social media pictures. Okay, let me take it as they are giving it to me. Or okay, this is how it is because it's from social media.
You can't run your life that way. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So that's it for me on a plate. Now let's dive down to another segment. So we know that social media as a mirror or as a distraction. Social media as a mirror or a distraction. So social media shows us everything, thousands of lives every day, different lifestyle, different trends, beliefs, and all of that. Yeah. So how does that affect how you do things or how you see yourself?
How does that affect how I do things and how I see myself? Okay. Aside, you said it already. Social media, a mirror. So I think for us, we have to filter the things we see. Do you understand? So once we begin to filter out these things, we will know the things that suits well with our identity, our values, and what is in line with our purpose. Because some people don't know how to filter, you just adopt everything. And then their life becomes very chaotic. So once we are able to filter, then for me, what I did was I filtered it. I was like, okay, I can't survive here. I can't survive in this space. This is why I can survive. And I stayed with my niche. Do you understand? So that's it for me.
Okay. So
definitely you have to filter things that you see on social media. You can't always just take. I like somebody on social media doesn't mean I have to do the exact same things that the person is doing. That means you're a copycat. You don't have your own person. You don't have your own personnel. And I think that is a very big problem. So for you to understand yourself as you gotta filter things and pick out the things that would work for you.
Okay, so then my next question, I know that we three of us here, I feel like we're like aligning at the same thing, right? So I want us to answer this question based off of the general Gen Z mindset, not from our own belief or our own kind of person, right? So this question is, are we choosing, like Gen Z generally, are we choosing who we are, or we are copying what we see? From what you see, how Gen Z, how the generation is going and all, not from you as your person or individual, we align, but like from that perspective of Gen Z generally. So do you think we are who we are, we're just copying?
I think you should go first.
Honestly, I think that we are a very confused generation.
Okay.
We the Gen Zs, we are very, very confused. We are the loudest.
Yes.
We are very, very expressive, but we are still the most confused people. You know, we kind of like these people that we call influencers, that we see on social media, the core people that we see on social media. Most of us do not understand the ability to, take this away from this. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's why you see on social media. There was a time Samuel Banks was addressing this particular guy that was copying the exact same content that he was doing. I don't know if you remember this. What's his name? I can't remember his name. He's just a boy on TikTok. Yes, he was copying the exact same thing that Samuel Banks was doing. His exact content, the way he wears,
Okay.
Samuel Banks addressed it, then he switched from that content to another thing. Now he's doing like so many other content. That other person that is the copycat stayed with that content and is not moving.
Wow.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I think it's very, very important that we do not have to copy everything that we see on social media, but we have that problem. We do.
That
problem. So many copycats out there. So many people trying to imitate somebody that they see online. And I think that doesn't work.
Okay.
Basically, I think she has said most of the things I wanted to say because confusion is prominent in Gen Z space right now. Do you understand? Choosing
who we are or copying what we see.
Lazy. Yes, we are very, very lazy. Very lazy to like sit back and understand what you are supposed to, be, what you're supposed to put out there.
Yes.
Sorry.
So they basically copy what they see, just like what she said. This person imitating the content of that another person. Do you understand? They copy they just feel like, okay, this person is trying this. Let me try this. This really work for me. Basically, confusion. It's a whole lot of mess.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we are different, right? People, Gen Zs, we differ. So what about those that are not so bright, that are not so innovative, that are not so like creative to like come up with something, and they feel like, okay, let me just follow the footstep, or let me try this. Let's see if it would like work for me and all of that. So in that situation, what do you think?
I don't think you should be okay with you not being creative as a person.
Okay.
There are ways to fix yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do not have to be a copycat just because you think you're not creative.
Okay.
Everybody is creative, to be very honest. I think everybody's creative. All you have to do is sit back and understand the kind of creativity you can bring out.
Okay.
Do you understand? If it's music, if it's dance, if it's acting, if it's monologue, there are just so many things that you can do on social media. That is, not everybody is even pursuing the whole social media life.
Let's exactly.
Also note that. So many
not
people
every Gen Z,
in social media. Do you understand? So yeah.
Okay, so Dami, what do you have to say?
Everybody cannot be book smart.
Okay.
Everybody cannot be so intelligent. So, but regardless, I feel like self discovery is not an excuse. Like you have to like discover yourself. Regardless, figure it out. Even if it's cooking, even if it's I don't know, even if it's sewing something, even if it's something. It might not be so unique.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you understand? Just something that can make you stand out for who you are.
Who you
Do
are.
you understand? You don't have to be so intelligent,
Yeah.
so you get because some
And do you
people they
know
tend
that-
to copy,
creative.
yes,
And do you know
so
that
creative.
two
Just
people
can
can
be
be
one
doing
thing.
the same content, the
Yeah.
same things, but they are doing it in
Different ways.
ways.
Yes.
That's
different pattern,
Yeah, different
You
approach.
just have to
creativity.
think and be like, oh, if I take it this route, it is different and it is unique.
unique,
And then
yeah.
you go with it. So I don't think being a copycat, you should not be okay with being a copycat.
No,
That's
we can't. We
fine.
shouldn't.
No.
Okay, so do trends shape our personality or more than we do or more than we think? Do trends shape our personality more than we can even admit it?
Okay.
This generation is so-
For,
Okay, so I want us to answer the question
Yes.
in two ways. For this
for me and for
yes,
okay, for
yes.
you. I think so this generation, just like now, clock it, it changes everything, and that's on period and several
Yeah,
other
period.
other slangs
Per.
like that. Basically, it changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You see, we can't even conversations can be so
Formal
again.
Yes,
Even when we are trying
yes.
to talk to people that we're supposed to be formal with, we tend to stylishly become informal.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's
Do you understand? And
happens
it gets comfortable.
unconsciously.
Yes.
Unconsciously. In fact, the person you're talking to be like, okay, you just said that to me now. You get that kind of. So I just feel like it's something that is unavoidably, I don't know, for maybe because of how the social media is now. So it's now
If you spend every day on social media, trust me, you are going to get affected with these things.
honestly.
Yes.
There is no two ways about it. There's nothing else to do about it. They will affect your life in a way or another. It is now left to you to like stop yourself,
Yeah.
take breaks, because if you are spending your time on that, especially that TikTok.
TikTok is a lot.
So now for me, basically now let me come to me.
Yeah.
Trend, I don't know. I think over time, trend does not affect me.
Okay.
Trend does not affect me because I barely.
I do not like it. As a
I
person.
barely even ever have time for social. Like not that I don't have time for social media. I go there, I post, and I come
And you
back.
come out.
I don't have time to.
You don't scroll.
I don't have the energy to just be scrolling and watching and watching and
laughing.
watching and laughing. The only thing, maybe I'm very, very bored and I just want to like I'll just do some things and I will laugh. And of course,
Yeah.
I appreciate some people's creativity,
Yeah.
but I'm not moved by the trend just because they are doing this. You can't just see me say I want to start it, join a dance challenge or something challenge.
Me, I used to
I just
dance
do things.
But I want to,
I
I
used
want to
to
say
do dance
something. Do you know that
challenge,
there are some things that we do unconsciously that started as a trend.
Yes,
Do
but
not
we do
don't
not see it that way. Of course,
There are some,
There are,
for example,
but they are not
when
pronounced.
when men started to wear, tops that do not.
oh, like this
Oh,
one.
Yes.
I just remember I joined
They
it.
started as
Yes,
a trend.
The
as a
crop top.
trend.
Now it is fashion.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
a
it's fashion.
style already.
There's a
Yes.
shift. There's a way these things just
It's a
shift.
shift because
People just adapt to it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But it started as a trend. There was a time people were using this eye patch.
Eye patch,
Yeah.
yes.
Everybody, when you get to the airport, you are seeing girls that are traveling, they are wearing the eye patch,
Yeah.
whatever. Everything started as,
Same
as
thing
a
goes
trend.
to this.
But
Yeah.
you cannot take away the fact that those things are very useful.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
They are very useful.
Oh,
what the
shit.
hell?
Those things are very useful. That's
they're
what
very useful. I
stops.
might even be late to join it, but I'll still end up joining in a way because of
Yes.
Instead of camera. Okay, rolling. So Maya, I'll just say retake, then you start listing. Everybody will bring it up.
I hate having cut moments.
You're not the only one because
same here. You try to like find balance.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we good?
So start with retake and then
Okay.
okay.
Go, Abby. Retake. So when you get to the airport, you see girls using this iPad,
Yeah.
and like I was saying before, you can't take away the fact that these things are very, very useful.
Yes.
But
Yes.
there are some that are not useful.
Yeah.
Like men putting plaster on their nose.
Yeah, Rema. There was a time Rema used
that
to.
started that thing.
I don't know if he was
They
the one that
just picked
invented
it up,
it, but like there was a time he was wearing a black something here over. I was
It's
like, what's
plaster.
going on?
It's plaster that they used to use.
Just
Did he have any injury there? Was that or just
I
for
don't
the fashion?
know.
I don't understand.
Painting
Even
of
some
men
male-
painting their nails.
Yeah,
The black nails.
black.
Yeah.
Some-
Even there are some girls in the uni then months ago, you see them having like they'll be putting, is it a plus something that is black? Like
so honestly, they're just ways these things unconsciously, you know.
Just.
But why do I feel like
personalities
because
make us a person? You know, it just happens.
We're saying why they.
I feel like we're just like kind of against all these things, which they find so
It's not like
not so
we're
against,
it.
yeah, but like
it's not like we're against. I find it some of it cute. I find some of it cute.
is this
honestly.
cute?
Same
I think
here.
Is this cute?
This is
It's a pimple patch. You guys don't want
But
to see
you
my
need it right
face.
now. You don't need it for it to be cute now.
No,
You
no.
need it to heal something. Yeah, and
It's
Oh
not.
my
It's not
God.
healing actually. Oh, it's just to hide the
supposed to like
pimples.
extract. No, it's supposed to
I
extract.
think for
It's
this,
not
I think for this
extract
part,
anything, oh.
this part
patch
because
is
I
not
know
just supposed
a friend of mine has used
cover.
it several
Okay.
times. So I don't think this one really works that much.
It
Like,
doesn't work.
the generic, the way people is like
When you
white
use it, it's
silicone
Okay,
kind
why?
Trans.
Yes,
It's
but
Yeah.
this one they now have to like create
one is
a
fashion.
fashion.
of fashion
This
people.
is fashion like this.
So
It is
nylon.
fashion.
Hey, oh Chineke.
Oh, Chim.
Line up people.
Don't worry, we are
patch.
Gen Zs, guys. We are Gen Z.
Let's move on.
Oh my
Oh my
word!
God.
All right.
Oh my god.
So let me ask, how often do you guys sit alone without your phone? How often do you sit without your phone?
Let me tell you something. It's very, very difficult.
Omo.
For somebody like me, I work in the social media space. Do
Mhm.
you understand? So I feel like my job is to be on
your
social
phone.
media. So it takes me to like be very, very conscious about
About
myself.
it, yeah.
For me to not get so
Engrossed.
yes with the things that I see on social media. Honestly, I don't do most of these trends. I don't do it. If I see a dress that I love and I see that it's trending, trust me, I'll not buy
I
that
will
dress.
same
now.
here. I don't like trends.
I will
I thought
wait.
I was the only one.
I
Even
will
not
me.
the only
buy
one.
that
Even with
dress.
trouser or tops or
Anything that is common, those tops, no, those.
even before I
seeing it
joined
around.
the crop top trend,
Once I
self,
see that
it's
it's a trend and people are like wearing
Everywhere.
them, trust me,
No.
I'm taking a very big step back. No
Step.
matter how much I love that stuff,
Until
I'm
it
not going to buy it.
dies. For someone like me, until
Same
it
here,
dies.
same here.
Yeah.
Then I'll
So
now.
it's just very difficult for me to not be on my phone most of the time. But I always try to like take time off to like just meditate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do, some self-reflecting. I love to journal.
Yeah.
So I write a lot. So yeah. So sometimes.
Sometimes.
But trust me, in 24 hours, if you remove 5 hours of
5
sleep,
hours.
Oh my god.
maybe I'm on my phone for like 14 hours.
Well, for
Okay,
me,
for you, Dami.
it's quite hard. Why it's quite hard? Because I started my day joining online prayers.
Okay.
Do you get when you join
Yes.
online prayers, you'll have seen some midnight, some messages that came through.
You want
overnight.
Yeah, you want to.
You were like,
You want to read
after
through.
this, because
Yeah.
normally you're supposed to like, okay, after prayers you study your Bible
Yes.
and probably just reflect, meditate. But I sometimes I tend to like rush the Bible reading. Okay, I need to just then so I could attend to those messages.
Yeah.
And I attend the message thinking that okay, I'll go back to
Go
it
back.
and I'll just get lost sometimes.
yes.
So it's quite hard. Like she said, intentionality. Once you're intentional, I think you'll be able to like know how to like find balance.
Balance.
But the only time the typical Nigerian man or Nigerian person, Nigerian Gen Z would do away with phone, maybe
Then they
there's no
want to
lights
sleep.
for like a long time.
Yes. Thank you very much. There's no
Maybe
light.
there's no light and
but
there's power bank. And if the power bank too is dead, maybe the light is
She
back.
wants
or
to
there's
bust
no-
her head.
Oh yeah.
There was a time that we didn't have light in my area for like a week. Guess what I was doing? I had a power bank. If my power bank goes off, I will walk from my street. Something I do not normally do. When I'm at home, I'm inside, I'm indoor. I will walk from my street to the third street. Go and look for a random shop that I know that they will have sockets. I will sit down there.
and
Gee.
charge your power
Do you know
bank.
same thing happened to me last night because our light was bad.
Oh my, it's crazy.
Our light was bad for like I think not like bad because they decided not to bring it.
Okay.
And my power bank was down, my phone was down, and we could not filling station obviously as close at that time.
Yeah.
So I had to now go outside. I was now looking for a shop
Where
or
to
something
charge.
where to charge.
See,
And there was no
sometimes
space.
if-
Eventually we sorted to black markets. We had to
Go
buy
and
black
buy
markets
black-
so we
God.
could power the generator.
Sometimes my phone is not on. It used to do my body like I'm not okay. Like, my body
you're
is
not
catching
complete.
me,
something
like,
is something is
What's
you're not
happening to
something
me?
is not done.
I'm not okay.
You're not getting
My phone is
something done.
Honestly,
Yeah.
because you feel that's when you start thinking of things that you were not thinking of, and I feel like
Do you
in a way
understand?
that I do appreciate our millennials. Well, like when the phone has not started, because
Started.
how
do they cope?
How did they survive?
Mentally.
Honestly,
How
exactly,
I think
mentally.
they are very, very handy. They are very,
Yes, very handy. And-
Yeah.
Also, this social media working.
Yeah,
social media
and
Yes.
yeah, sorry to chip
Is
in.
it when
And-
they are doing? Sorry, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
no problem.
Is it when they are doing a farm work?
Farm.
They want to remember that they are supposed to.
Post.
They are occupied with so many things.
And relationship was actually very intentional then. Because let's talk about relationship. Social media affects relationship. Because I noticed over time, like, we don't, even when we make friends, we get so engrossed in our, because of, we feel like, there's phone. Okay, hi, how are you doing today?
Yeah.
Then, back then, if, let's talk about the dating part. If you're dating a lady back then, you could leave your, if you're in Lagos, you could travel all the way to Benin just because you want to go and see your girlfriend.
Man.
That's how love was sweet that time. But now,
it's still sweet now.
it's still sweet. It's still sweet, but at the same time, that's, now going on. There's no intentionality anymore like before. That's basically.
Everybody's focused on shaping. We can just talk online.
So social media,
talk over the phone.
And when you're even talking self, you would get distracted by another thing.
Yes.
You get, so that then was much more intentional. You're going for this person. You're going for this person. You're doing the other thing.
Putting your all.
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
Okay, so in terms of, now let me bring this up. When you have Gen Zs that like basically half of their life, not majority, half of our lives is on. If we're not, just like you mentioned, prayers, it is NSPPD, there are online prayers out there.
Yeah.
We have online classes. We want to post. We have trainings. There are some trainings that most of us also do online.
Yeah.
And now, trying not to be with our phone in let's say instance where your power was out, right? And you had to go look for where to charge. How do we now, it's not like a thing. Do you think it's possible for we Gen Zs to, like, even if it's out of 24 hours, do you think it's possible for us to live 12 hours without the phone?
I think it's a thing of personal decision. If you want to,
in terms of if you have a class, you have online things that are like, you have to meet up with training and all of that courses. And how do you think? What do you think?
Well, for me, like, when you have this online courses to like achieve, the thing is I have a structure, and structure in the sense that these things because they have to be like, you have to prioritize. If that moment are they important at that point? If they're important, you can't do without. You can't actually do without it.
But if they are not
important at that point, and you want to like develop yourself, not to be so engrossed. with your phone, you could actually create a structure for it and achieve that 12 hours.
It's not easy.
But it's not easy.
It's not easy, especially when you're going through
discipline.
You have to sit down and understand that, this thing I'm doing is this what I'm supposed to be doing
now.
Exactly. So it's a personal.
So it takes discipline if you want to achieve that kind of thing.
Okay, so have you ever questioned something about yourself just because you saw someone living that thing differently?
Social media pressure is real as hell. It's very, very real. See, let me tell you something. I don't like being I'm not pressured. See, the pressure is real. The pressure is getting worse. I'm just being real.
It gets worse.
I'm just being real. There's some things that I will see on social media and I'll be like, damn girl, I will look good on this yacht.
You get thank you very much. Because a lot is playing in your head already.
I'm telling you,
a lot of images.
Honestly, for me, it's a push and a drive.
Yeah, it
doesn't necessarily mean that I'm trying to like pressure myself, but I'm seeing these things and I'm being like, I want this for myself, man. Life is good.
Life is good. Somebody should tell me that.
So it's just, I think it's just very normal. It's now left for you to not push yourself so hard to like want that thing by fire by force. Relax, sit back, strategize. Make your money, get your money up. It's just a push and a drive for me, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. In terms of like, I feel that I'm not doing enough. Like, I'm like, when I see my friends achieving certain heights, there was a time I think one or two of them left the country. I was like, they don't leave me. So. and several other achievements. Because for instance, now I'm back into the modeling space. I was not in the modeling. I was in the modeling space before, but I took a break because of the things I was not getting what I wanted. I was feeling like this opportunity I could actually have them, but it was not coming down to my like. It felt like somebody was pushing away from me. Do you understand? I was getting intimidated by other people's success at some point, so I just had to like take a step back and also like
refresh.
One thing about like loving yourself, regardless of whatever you're going through, knowing that you are enough.
Yes.
Because and again, we can't downplay the power of God's timing. It might not be your time at that point. Do you understand? Just keep improving, keep getting better, and do not let what social media is portraying get
to you,
affect you too much. Do you understand? Don't let it affect you. Just use that one as a stepping stone to work on yourself, basically.
Drive, push,
because right now, nothing. I don't think anything can pressure me. I've seen a lot.
I've seen a lot. Yes,
enough has been seen.
I've seen a lot already.
You know, you see. Let me just come in another way. I've seen a lot too, but like, because there are some times whereby I like say someone achieves something, I'm like, God's time is best. I'll be like, nah, the time is now. Very, I'll do something. You know those kinds of things. The time is now. Very, I'll do something. So I want to come in that kind of direction now. But saying the pressure is too much and all of that. Push.
Definitely you push. Definitely you push.
Don't tell yourself, no pressure. No pressure.
Definitely you push. Like,
of course, but there's pressure. Like, but you be like, nothing can pressure me again. Nothing can pressure me. Well, is it this one? We're just trying to like. I feel like we're just trying to feed ourselves with strength. We're feeding ourselves. We're feeding ourselves.
We are feeding ourselves because we have to feel ourselves with strength. You are pushing. You have to just feel yourself with strength because if you're not careful, you get depressed. And depression is actually very, very real. People are going through a lot just because of what they are seeing on social media. And
they can't get.
And there are some things that are not real. Let's even come to that. There are some things that are not real. There's something that are just camouflage. People are just pretending to have this and they don't have it. And we let that thing downplay our efforts. Downplay what we believe and what we stand for.
I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
But in as much as you're talking about the people that do not have it, that are pretending to have it, there are also some people that have it.
Of course.
And they're flaunting it in your face.
So I think as individuals we should learn to like just guard our hearts.
Exactly.
Because once you can find you are pushing, but guard your heart because they said guard your heart. The Bible says guard your heart all the diligence because out of it are the issues of life. Like you have to just guard your heart because if you let things easily, you are pushing, but don't let things so get you to the point that you now become desperate. It's one thing to push and it's one thing to be very desperate. Once you're desperate, you could kill yourself. You could do something. Do you understand? So just have
once
to balance.
desperation comes in.
Balance, basically.
And once the inspiration comes in, that's where the wrong doings or the wrong procedures to getting that thing now happens.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about silence.
Okay.
Why do you think it's hard for our generation to just sit back and be alone with our thoughts?
As much as me I know, sit back, be alone with your thoughts, you go mad. You just run mad because. How many thoughts, how many things do you want to think of? You're already thinking, even the one you're doing, like let's say your hands on something, you're already thinking of, how can I make it better? How can I get better? Do you understand? Now let alone when you're now sitting somewhere and now trying to think,
silence is almost impossible because some people have,
do you understand?
People's hearts are fragile in terms of, yes, it comes in.
Even
depression comes in.
Yeah.
So
the pressure too causes it.
I also think it's a thing of some people are scared of self-reflection.
Yes.
You know, they are scared of realizing the things that they are not seeing with the noise.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you sit back and you're just alone, you start realizing, you start clocking some things. What's going on in my life?
Yes.
So my life is not spoiling like this.
Do you understand?
Even being depressed. So
Uh-huh.
basically.
So
I think people should not see silence as nothing happening. You get this. You see it as a moment to reflect.
Self-reflection.
And because if everyone can, because we need to start thinking differently.
If not,
our generation needs to start thinking differently.
Yeah, our generation.
Because we need to start thinking differently. We need to start thinking more mature.
But do you think we would start thinking differently with the pace of how things are going now?
Possible. It's very, very possible.
Do you think, because with the pace of it only gets better. The person you see on this level, the next time you see the person is like, and you'll be like, what's happening? Are we not having the same one head? Do you understand? And you see this person, the person is doubling up and you're still there struggling. Do you understand? So
the first rule of self-reflection is never compare yourself to anyone.
Yeah, no comparison.
I'm just saying,
okay.
Do not ever think that, now this person was here before, now the person is here, now I'm still laid back. No, don't do that to yourself. That is, you are digging a very big pit for yourself, and that is very, very bad.
But if you look at the other side, it's also a sign of motivation to
I don't think
move.
That's motivation.
No, like
there's a difference between
There's
a difference between saying something and being like, I want this for myself, and saying something and being like, how did this person get here? No. This person was here before. And me, I'm still here. That is comparison.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm
comparison.
saying. Do not compare. You can look and be like, I want this. But you're not saying, this person is my age mate now. How did the person get here and I'm still here? Do not do that.
There's a process to it now.
I think it's high time we start advising our fellow Gen Zs, because I feel like
that is what this platform is about.
Yes, come up.
Because I feel like it's enough to say this. It's enough to like try to juxtapose and just like okay, they cannot do without this.
Yeah.
They cannot do without this.
Right.
Though sometimes we fall guilty of these things too. We actually do most times. But let's just say, let's call a spade a spade. You can actually achieve this if you want to do it. Silence does not mean denial. Silence does not mean, okay, this is not going to happen. It's not going to work. So we should learn to like self-reflect. And when you're self-reflecting, just guide your thoughts.
Okay.
Because when you start thinking of, look at what this person has achieved, and I'm still here, I'm still 26, and look at my friend that is 24, he has gone this far.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because some people, we just need Gen Z generally, please learn to like see self-reflection as not.
Self-reflecting is not you trying to like, like I said before, it's not you trying to like compare yourself to others. It's you trying to track your life, trying to track the things that you're doing, the things that you're doing wrong.
Wrongly, yes.
That is why I will always advise journaling. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Journal your thoughts, journal things that are happening in your life. You have like a track record of,
okay,
this is what I'm doing right, this is what I'm not doing right, this is what I'm doing, this is what I can do better. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. And honestly, I also recommend therapy for people that have anxiety.
Yes. Therapy. I think it's so much underplayed, that therapy thing.
It's very
because
honestly.
Look, later you realize that even you yourself, the therapist even needs therapy, because everyone needs therapy, because
everyone does.
The country is chaotic.
It's very,
very chaotic.
Very everywhere.
The traffic alone can make you want to go crazy. So basically,
there's this video I came across on TikTok where in like serious heated Lagos traffic and someone honked his car, pum pum. Another person from another end honked his car too, pum pum. They did another sound, pum pum pum. Another person. I was like, man, you see life, see what traffic has actually caused. And it kept going like that, and it was actually fun. Fun to listen to. So imagine how chaotic things can be having a long day like that, and you're stuck in that situation. You have to just make a better way out of it.
Because now the abnormal has obviously become
normal. Exactly.
So let's just
lots of abnormal things.
Let's just basically learn to like filter these things and
strike.
So
a
do you
balance.
think knowing yourself as a person requires discomfort?
Knowing yourself as a person,
it does.
Requires discomfort. Yeah, so you have to
get uncomfortable.
I've passed through the wilderness.
You have to.
Basically, you have to invest your time, your resources, your emotions, energy into something just because you want to like discover. You want to, probably you've discovered it, but you want to harness that discovery. So it's a lot actually. It can be so it's so much of a discomfort.
Just like discovering it and creating it, just like we mentioned initially. So yes.
Okay, so who you are personally in real life, is it different from who you are on social media?
Basically, it's just still me. Dami is Dami.
Maya is Maya.
Vera is Vera. Vera Mike is Vera Mike. Even at home.
Social media.
So many people that have different personalities. Like they are not who they portray on social media.
Most of the times, those content creators, I think we mentioned something like this during our last shoot, that they are content creators that it's not
a terrible thing.
Like if Samuel Banks is a very shy person in real life. He's a very, very shy person. I've seen people that have met him online. I'm like, he's so shy, he's so laid back. When you see him online, doing all those things. Do you understand?
Yes.
I think sometimes some of the things that we do online, if it has to relate with acting, there's some people that outside the acting space, they are shy people.
Yes.
Like they're not really the friendly friend. Like not that they're not friendly. Once when you get to know them personally. So it still lies down to your niche. What's that niche? Because some people, their niche, what they do online, is there from what they are in person. So when it comes to this acting, comedy, the skit thing, some people, if they have their way, they will not converse in real life. They will just be themselves. They'll be the introverts, kind of people, but self-discovery.
Someone
Make
like
them-
me would have been like that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
what we mentioned, as being on my own. Yes, I can be on my own.
That's why self-discovery. Like now, you're in the podcast. Yeah, hosting the show. So,
I can be
so
on my
basically,
own.
self-discovery really made people like, okay, they know when to come back to their comfort
Yes.
space, real life. There are some pastors that if they have their way, they would not be on that pulpit preaching. Do you understand? They would just want to be behind the scene. But because God called them and they have to be there.
They don't have a choice.
So basically, that's how
Answer your
that's how
calling.
it
So
is.
you spoke about a niche. This is out of context now.
Okay.
Like I'm asking this question for me as a person.
Mm.
Do you think it's very important for somebody to have a niche in the social media space? Do you have to always have a niche?
Because right now, I feel like everyone needs to.
You need to. Yes.
Everyone needs to have their niche so that
You won't get
Do you have a
confused.
niche?
You have a
What's
niche.
your niche on social media?
My niche is presenting.
Okay.
Yes.
mine is music. Mine
Presenting.
is,
That's anything presenting.
If
MC.
they go on your social media now, that's the only
That-
thing that they are going
you
to
will see it.
That's not the only
That's
thing
not
they
the
are
only
going to
thing,
see.
basically.
Oh.
See.
Okay, so if
Okay,
you're bringing
let's
it to social
let's-
media now,
I'm
bringing
talking
it
about
out to social media.
having a particular niche on,
On social media.
Yes.
Okay, on social media.
For me, people
Well,
you
I
will
gotta
know me
revamp
more.
my-
Oh my God.
I gotta revamp my social
So
media.
okay, calm down.
count.
Oh, yeah, you guys should calm down.
Yeah.
So let's this niche thing.
I know why I asked this question.
So this niche thing, the thing is, you have to find something that works with that thing that people know you for. Even if you want to have several other things you want to do, does it
They
relate?
have to connect.
Does it
They have
connect?
to.
So for instance, I say I sing, you get basically, and I also do fashion modeling.
Modeling.
So in a way, okay, I'm showing myself as a fashion model, and I'm singing. Do you understand? Like I feel like it's still in line. I could go out, dress nicely, perform, you
And
get
still-
perform, and people are saying, this person can
He has
actually
model
for my brand
yes.
as well. So it's still in line. For me, my niche is still,
Yeah,
is there a
everything.
word niches?
Your niche is
It's still in line. And I still want to
I don't
explore.
think I have one thing that I
Because
do.
I still want to explore. I still
Yeah.
want to like get the voice acting
1
thing.
minute I'm doing monologues on social media, the next minute I'm just doing some random nonsense DCs that I see. The next minute I'm ranting, the next minute but I still feel like they are all connected.
Yes,
to each
in a
other.
way.
Yeah.
But like I get confused because when people say
That's
you have
the
to have a
thing.
niche, you have to have a niche, I feel like do I have to always just do
You know,
one
most of the
thing?
time.
No,
let me
don't
tell-
restrict
can I-
yourself, yeah.
Sorry, let me
it,
come
it,
in.
it makes me feel like I have to. That's why I had to ask the question because I hate this confusion.
Okay, so
I love what I'm doing. I love all the things that I'm doing together. I don't want to pick one.
Yeah.
Okay,
go.
so
Continue to do everything.
let me come in terms of confusion, right? Okay, let me bring it out in this as a media person, right? In that
Yeah.
space where you are. If there's one thing I've gotten from a lot of people that knows a lot of things that I also do, they're like, okay, yeah, you do this, but don't confuse your audience. Do you understand? Because the audience for this particular is different from this particular. So if you are doing a whole lot, people tend to get confused of, okay, what are you actually doing? Do you
Yeah.
understand? So that's why when you ask me, I said presenting. Although the other ones come there, but I have to put that presenting because, yes, the others, they also attract,
Yeah.
they match each
They
other,
match
right?
each other.
But that thing that, okay, people know you for, but other things are in play. But they know you for this thing. So for them not to confuse you and know, okay, what is she actually doing? Who is she actually? Do you understand? So in order for you not to give your audience that kind of impression
I have
of
different audience for different things that I do. I act.
Okay.
I present.
Okay.
You know, I would love to host shows as well.
Okay.
But I've not started that yet. Then I have then I have audience that likes to watch my random dances with captions on them.
Okay.
Do you understand? So I feel like it's okay. But like when I was talking to somebody about it the other day, and the person was like, "Oh, that you have to pick one thing that you want to do and everything." But I don't think I'm comfortable with that. I don't think I want to.
Sorry, can I come in again? As much as you have all those things, right? You have so much passion. You can't leave anyone for the other. You want to do all at the same time.
Not like I'm doing all at.
But you want to
sorry, it's not like they are different things. The things that
They
I
are in
mentioned
line.
now,
Yeah.
they are all connected.
Yes,
to
they are
each
all
other.
connected.
So
They are in line.
I can even make a video now, and I'm doing the 3 things that I love to do the most in just that one video.
Okay. So let me now bring it down. You can actually put a focus on one for now. You know, one.
I don't want to do that.
No, I'm not saying you should leave. I'm not saying you should particularly leave.
I don't
Like,
want to.
put more
I
attention
keep
to
A
one
little,
more.
not a little
I
at
keep
some point,
saying-
so that when you grow that one well, the rest, every audience that you have from each of them, they will all come together in that
Yeah.
one. And she does this. Oh wow, she also does this. Oh wow, you see, they're not really confused again because
That makes
you've grown
Yeah.
well in this. So all those ones they'll just attract it. That one will attract the rest. You won't
Yeah.
have a problem trying to now find balance,
Balance.
doing this one, doing this one, doing this one. So
That
I
is
like
good
that.
because
Yeah.
the last person I spoke to about this thing made it seem like, oh, you have to like just pick one person, one thing that you want to do.
I'm also in your shoes.
And-
now. We also
So
like,
basically, for me now, mourning
Yes.
is still low key because music is more prominent for me. Do you get?
exactly.
Like today now, after now, I'm going for a content. I want to go shoot a content for a covers. Do you understand? So basically, music is more. So people know me more with the music. They know. They tend to know that. Oh, they will
Yeah.
see it, or it's obvious that
It's
I'm
obvious.
fashionable.
Yes.
So like, this person could be a fashion model.
Yes.
When I post something, like, oh, I
Oh,
know, and you're a fashion model. So basically,
Yeah.
just focus. You focusing on
Not
one doesn't mean that
totally.
you would neglect the
Neglect
other.
the rest. Yes.
Do you understand? So it's just you just have to like prioritize and just not too much. Don't downplay the other
The
one.
others, yes.
Do you understand? Because if you can be prominent in one and they know you for that one,
Yeah.
It should carry
the
the
other
rest.
one will shine. You
They
will
will
shine through others.
Yes, exactly.
Do you get?
Now,
Shouldn't be a
another
problem.
confusion is I don't know the one. I don't know the one
Because I know you love doing everything.
Honestly, like
I know
Oh
the
my
passion you have
God.
for all.
they are all good on their own. Do you understand? So I don't know the one to like. I'll figure it.
No,
You
you
have to
figure
figure it
no, you
out.
have to
It's
figure it
left
out.
for you.
So you just
Figure
have to
it
like
out.
place of balancing and
Yeah.
And
all
I feel
those
like you
things.
should go for the one that you know you quickly go. The one that will quickly take you out there. That's
Do
what I feel
know?
like.
No, I
I-
don't
You
know.
still have to sit down.
I think aside that, you have to know which one you are so because we
you
cannot
have
lie.
you
We can let's not lie.
okay.
The one you are
The one you
very
are so
good at.
comfortable with. You're very like they can wake you up in the morning like this, wake you up,
And
hey, I do this, and
sharp,
you do it
you do it
immediately.
without
So I think you
even-
should start with that because if you want to go through that route of
The one that
will
go,
make you,
yeah,
you might not go.
It
It
will
might
be
not happen that
difficult.
way.
Yes,
Do you understand?
yeah.
So you just have to.
Okay, thank you guys for the advice.
She said it's advice.
You're welcome. Your money is 50 million.
And I'm sure we've
Thank you guys
advised
so much.
some people out there
so
too.
I hope
Oh
you
my
guys
God.
have learnt as we
Yes.
have.
Yeah.
I did.
Thank you guys so much for sticking with us till the end. We love you and we appreciate you. Don't
Thank
forget
you.
to follow us on all our social media at This Is You Network. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, follow, and drop a comment.
Yes, please do.
Also, click that notification button so you can know when we drop a video. We love you guys. Thank you for sticking with us. See you guys in
Thank
our next
you.
episode.
Bye.
Bye.